In this video, we're going to be solving multi-step equations involving the distributive property. So when we start here, we're going to start by distributing. That's 8 times everything in the parentheses, which gives us 8 plus 16t equals negative 120. From here, that's a two-step equation. You're going to solve that the same way we'd solve any other two-step equation. Subtract 8 from both sides. We're left with 16k equals negative 128. And then we'll divide both sides by 16, being careful to remember that a negative divided by a positive is going to give us a negative. So our final solution is k equals negative 8. Looking at the next one, we see that we're going to need to distribute this negative 4. So we'll be careful with that. We end up with negative 120. Negative 4 times 6 is negative 24. And negative 4 times 3 is negative 12. So negative 4 times 3x would be negative 12x. From here again, we're going to solve like a two-step equation. We'll try to get x by itself, so we'll add 24 to both sides. Gives us negative 96 equals a negative 12. And the opposite, negative 12x. And the opposite of multiplying by 12, negative 12, is dividing by negative 12. And negative 96 divided by negative 12 will give you a positive 8. Looking at the next, again, we're going to start by distributing. We'll distribute that 6. 6 will be multiplied by everything in the parentheses, which gives us negative 6. And now again, that's a negative 2r. So negative 6 times negative 2r gives me a negative 12r. Then we'll solve like it is a two-step equation. Add 6 to both sides and divide both sides by negative 12. And then again, negative divided by negative is going to give us a positive 7. This last one, there's a couple of steps. We'll first need to distribute and then combine like terms. So we'll first start by distributing this 2, remembering that that's actually a negative 8a there. And then we'll rewrite. We end up with 124 equals that 4 we didn't do anything with, so that just comes down. And as we distribute there, we end up with 8 plus negative 16a. Now we combine our like terms. 4 and 8 are like terms, so that's 12 plus a negative 16a. And from here, we'll solve like it's a two-step equation. Subtract from both sides. We end up with 112 equals a negative 16a. And the opposite of multiplication is division, so we'll divide both sides by a negative 16, remembering that on the left-hand side here, a positive divided by a negative will give us a negative. And there we go.